Still not recording. There you
Hello,
go.
everybody. It's glasses mark time, everybody. I've been too many screens this week. I can't see. I got screen over. I got four screens behind me. Screen, phone, iPad. Also, Comics podcast. Uh, reviews
Reviews
day.
day.
Reviews day. We've been kind of saving them up. Reviews day is going to we're cutting back a little bit on reviews day just because my work schedule is getting insane. Insane. This is like my Christmas starting now, sort of. A lot of files. Too busy. Too busy. But we got a handful of high profile reviews here. High profile. High profile. Let's get into it.
Let's
In
dive in.
into it.
You can't talk about reviews without talking about the Batman.
The Batman.
There ain't no bat.
The Batman, which is not listed as a volume. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I'm
5.
not sure. I'm not sure if they did an indicia on
Real
this one.
quick, Batman from
Indicia.
1940 through 2000. What? It was just straight up Batman all the way up until New 52, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So New 52.
Mhm.
And then it relaunched again with Tom King. So
Well,
Tom King,
hang on. So it was Snyder Capullo
right?
that finished, and then Tom King was Rebirth
With Finch. Correct.
until until now, which is ending with Hattush, which is
Right.
not done.
Correct.
And the Red Hood book that is canceled already is or culturally canceled this week is post Hush to I didn't read it, but post Hattush. I'm not sure if there's a status quo on Red Hood. He's just Red Hood. But yeah, this is the first Batman one, and I know we talked about it
So
in,
so
in
this is Batman
Newsday,
Volume 4.
Volume 4.
Okay. Not that bad. It's not like Amazing Spider-Man where it's like volume 10.
Yeah, that one's really bad. So this Batman, I mean, first off, I think this cover is great. I think it's very striking on shelves. I've seen it in a few different stores. I don't know if the blind bag fad is, it's not necessarily over, but I feel like I saw so many open videos of when Battle Beast came out. I feel like I
Right.
saw so many videos of that. I saw like two videos of this, and they were just like, okay, I don't
Yeah.
know. Battle Beast, I think the excitement was really, really there. So I know they're pushing out a bunch of blind bag stuff upcoming, like DC's or I'm sorry, Marvel's doing the Ultimate Incursion or whatever Ultimate next thing they're doing. They're doing a bunch of
Gotcha.
blind bags. But is it over? Like I didn't see anything. Did you see them? I mean, did you see a lot
No, I didn't
from
even
that?
watch the videos. I think on on Live's Whatnot show, he opened up a couple. He got like, okay stuff. Not what he wanted.
Yeah, I
I
mean
don't know.
that's I don't
It's,
know.
it's fun. It's, you know what? And as long as it makes any additional money, it's worth doing. But
What
it's
what
always
what
the
were the
most
additions? Was it just
Jim
cardstock?
Lee, it's cardstock, maybe foil, something. I think Jim Lee had a two-part that you'd have to put together. So you don't even get like a full Jim Lee cover. You get half a Jim Lee cover.
Jim Lee. Uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it worked. I mean, I think the cool thing with the Battle Beast blind is it was always it was a 1 in 10. It was always something. It was always worth more money the second you opened it. It was a
Yes.
1 in 10 or it was number two, probably with a different cover.
And a
Like you
foil
got
cover.
yeah, like or for like there was just a lot of it just seemed like there was a lot more incentives on the other one. So I'm not sure. I feel like these are going to just be uh diminishing returns. So, however, my overall impression of this was pretty great. Also, a lot of really good Matt Fraction interviews all over the place this week. Very weird guy. There was an interview thing that I missed a couple months ago that I think it was a Canadian or some news organization made like a 30-minute documentary interviewing Fraction and in Steve Lieber's studio about Jimmy Olsen,
Jimmy Olsen, right.
and it's really good. Like it actually shows a lot of process on how he plotted the 12 issues, and then he color coded different characters and things that he wanted to thread, and he had it on like this board. Like it was so micro and macro at the same time. I was like, holy
Now,
shit.
he went back and kind of fixed things for the hardcover, didn't he? Didn't he
He
like put
did.
stuff in a different order and reshuffled
Yeah.
it and just
Yeah.
that's a lot of work for a very little gain. But I just want to focus on this cover for a second, Mark.
Pretty cool.
Is it perfect?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is. The Batman logo is perfectly centered. The cape going up in either direction, perfectly centered. It's in partially silhouette, but not complete silhouette.
Yeah.
You
It's
got
not
your logo.
not totally symmetrical.
Not totally,
I
but
thought
that's
they were
okay.
going to do that with his head. Like I thought they were basically making a bat symbol exactly as it said, but pretty close. Close.
Pretty close. But like the logo's good. The corner box is good. The number one, the everything. The creative team at the bottom left corner looks good. The all into the bottom right. Nothing's covered.
No.
The logo Batman itself takes up the right amount of space. It's like this is how a cover should look. This is I
Yeah.
don't know if this is really well thought out or just completely by chance.
I think a bit of both. I feel like it's very stark. Uh, Even the second print ones that are coming out, I think, are still really simple as well. There's Dan Moore one, really simple. A little more, a little busier, but still really simple. I don't know if we've seen them with trade dress. And then there's a second print of this with just a gray logo is fine. I don't like the gray logo though. I think it sucks. I would have put everything in gray, maybe. I'm not sure, but no, I like this blue consistent. I like that even inside, which we'll go to, is like it's now here's a question.
Good.
Um, I guess it's different in every job. Do you really think that they would allow Commissioner Gordon, who's like probably 70 years old, to become a beat cop? Do you think that that would be allowed?
That's a great question. Because most people, when you get up to a certain level, you would just retire.
Yeah.
And
Well, he did
they'd
retire, and then
force you.
he was like a
Yeah.
private eye and bullshit. Then he's like, I just want to go back and be a beat cop, and I'm like, like
You
he's
know what?
keeping elements here, and I don't think he should.
I don't know if that's not allowed. I mean,
Well,
we could ask our brothers, literal cops. You know,
it's true. We don't talk to
uh,
them.
it's true. Not enough. Not enough. Well, your brother's different than my brother.
Yeah. Um, I don't know if you should have kept a couple things. So a couple things, I'm not too sure. So you got Burnley Avenue, and that's a comic reference, creator reference. Um,
Every street in Gotham is either a number or a creator's name.
yeah,
So
bit of both,
what?
bit of both. But overall, I like this. I think it is weird that the reboots. Well, actually, that's so the Hatush Hush one
Right?
Hawunch had Killer Croc. Um, Batman
Yes.
one did not, or Batman one had a bunch of people in the sewers. I think. I still think it was sewers, but I think it was more than one villain in one, in Snyder one, Snyder Capullo one.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like Absolute Batman has a lot of Wayland in it also now
Right.
ish, but not in the beginning. That's the only thing I
In the
think
beginning,
editorially
yeah.
they're just like because this came out within a week of a few weeks of 1 week of Absolute Batman, which has a lot of Wayland and a lot of a different
Yeah.
version of Killer Croc, very popular Killer Croc in interpretation.
Very, yeah, super interesting.
Yeah,
So it's kind of a weird coincidence. Is it a coincidence? Like this is a killer croc that's been mutated, and Absolute Batman is a croc that is just mutated from what we assume croc to be. I don't know. Is it too much croc? Probably not. Probably not.
no,
But I get your
I
point.
think it's really good. I do love this
It's the right
Batman.
amount of croc.
It's the right amount of Croc. I love this Batman. Arkham Towers. I guess I don't know if the geography is exactly New York, but they do talk about West Side, East Side, Lower East Side, Upper East Side, all that stuff. It's similar. It seems similar to New York in like the neighborhoods, etc.
Right.
New character, doctor character. However, I zoomed in on this because I love that you have a design, but you put it on a fold, and so you move it. Good job. Because I feel like most of the time in these books, here you really you didn't cheat, but if you're going to do a flat iPad, you just do a flat iPad, which is kind of okay because I feel like whenever if they angled it, it probably would look like shit. You know what I mean? Or they couldn't do it
Right.
exactly the right way. The only thing that I don't like is I don't know if the people never change. Not really is a Batman concept because I feel like he's always trying to, in a way, reform either people or some. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe if he thinks that way,
I don't
why
think
isn't he
Batman believes
killing
that way.
everyone? Right, but I
Yeah.
don't know why that. It was like the whole issue is about that. This whole issue is about him that belief. So I'm just like, I don't know if that makes sense.
So it's a false premise to start the storyline on. I get it.
On a number one, you know what I mean? Like and this is Papa Batman still a bit. They didn't do it here, but they will. He's got Tim Drake in next issue. This I also thought was kind of weird. So here's New Gotham, right?
Right.
Him and as Gotham. But then you basically do the cheat. A little Dark Knight Returns. You got to put all the different news, Fox and Friends, basically CNN, GNN. Like you're doing all the things. But then you also have gadget stuff. Cool. Yes. Do gadget stuff. But then this page, I feel like is so much like Absolute Batman. When Absolute Batman does, they did. I think they have. I think the Zoo is a silhouette hand or gun or like. I feel like this is so much like the other one. I feel like this is a slight misstep on this. I don't even know if you needed this as a separate page. You know, I don't know. I think you could have probably had all
I think it
this.
just sets. I think it just sets the tone.
Yeah, I feel like you could have had all that junk. And I don't know if you need to list the variant. I mean, come on. Like one, two, three, four, five, six. Six
Actually, I
credits.
always feel it's a good idea to list the variants.
So you want that money, Rob, because you want everyone to have that make that money. It's not even true. There's 84 variants of this thing. You know what I mean? There's
There is.
comic book variant. There's 84 total variants.
There's
Kind of
retailer exclusives.
exclusive. I feel like you should trash this too, though. I think you should trash. You should not. I feel like if you're gonna have Vandal Savage, I think it's too confusing. I think you should just have a different. You should just have like just a stooge
He's
commissioner.
honoring he's honoring what's come before him, and that's a choice the writer
His ex
makes.
partner. It's Chip. It's his ex partner. But that's
This chip.
that's the worst. It's a terrible run though. The run never succeeded, kind of in anything. Like the first storyline where he fell from a satellite. That's the only thing I like. That was the
You
only
know, it'd be
thing that was
funny
cool.
if I were buddies with a writer and I was taking over the book after him. I would just mess with him so much. Like
Yeah,
Randall Savage is commissioner. That's stupid. How's that even legal? Is he's not even like it'd be funny to like kind of mess with the prior guy.
yeah.
Like he's not even an American or something, or he's
Was that Chip? Did Chip do that,
I don't
or
know.
was that a Tandy?
Maybe
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't
It's been
remember.
it's been a big blur of bats for the past
It
10 years.
hasn't. Yeah, it sucks because it hasn't been good. I feel like Tom King had a little bit of a good run before 50, but then I think after they fucked him over on 50, he just got sad about it and then wrote bad issues. And then they just like, we got to cancel. We got to kick this guy off. He wanted to do 100 issues, and they
Yes,
didn't let him. And then he
correct.
kind of Frankensteined 100 issues by doing specials and
Right.
mini
The
series and
bat the
stuff.
bat cat maxi
Yeah,
series.
yeah. Which I never read it. I
No,
think
it's
I tried to
good.
read the first one. I was like, all
I,
right.
I think the problem with that series is it came out at the same time as who did the other Catwoman Black uh who Cliff Chang?
Yeah, there was a Cliff Chang Black Label.
The
Correct.
Black Label Catwoman book. And that it's in the future. So it's very confusing because it's a similar black cat. I'm sorry, it's a similar Catwoman to
Oh yeah.
the Catwoman from Tom King's future storylines.
It's like all the
And
Robins right now. There's too many Robins.
too many
Too many.
Robins. But you know what? I'm happy to see one Robin in particular.
Give me that Robin. All right, so we have, and I disagree with this design. I don't want a Dodge Charger. Okay, I understand you want to make it a little bit like the movie. That's fine. I also like that they don't have they it may be an AI Alfred. It might be his imagination. They just don't tell you. He might just be
They
talking to
don't they don't
himself.
tell you.
And that's I think is kind of fun, you know. But I mean, it's arguable whether you just. I feel that the tomorrow, whatever tomorrow never dies, next day tomorrow, whatever the fuck the just JLU crossover just was, you could have plucked the fucking Alfred out. You had Alfred standing there.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
one
But yeah,
panel, but just pluck him out and be like, yeah, boom. Keep before he cut his hand off, before his hand got cut off, before Joker cut his fucking hand off. That was dumb too. Like just plop him in.
as
Plop him
far as
in.
this issue goes, I think the design of this Batmobile is cool. I think it's neat. I think the bat symbols on the wheels stay the same all the time. Like the tires moving, but
Oh,
the hubcaps don't.
it's very Los
Um,
Angeles. I didn't. I
it's
don't even know if
it's
I
a
knew
cool
that.
looking. I just like in my mind he has different Batmobiles for different things. This one you can almost get away with being a street legal car,
Yeah,
almost.
almost. No license plates. All not. I don't. You don't know how fast he's going here, but got street toughs, more Vocom, Wilco ID lock command. That's very Batman 1 with shields. Shields. You know what I mean? Like that's very
Shields.
to me it's very Batman,
That's
very
Batman 2,
Batman
Mark.
1. Is that Batman
I mean,
2?
Batman
Batman
Returns,
1.
yeah.
You did that
Wait
in
a minute.
Batman 1.
That's right, he did.
Yep.
The second one he did the you know, it's funny, that's right. I was thinking of the shields in the second one. How I don't think it looked as cool as the shields in the first one. That's right,
Yes.
because he
Well, I think it was practical probably in the first. Maybe not
you
that.
probably
It was like animation over, but it was like it was probably almost like stop motion. Tim Burton. So it was almost probably
it was
stop
Tim Burton,
motion.
yeah. I feel like the
Um,
second one, yeah, came it looked a little too funky.
yeah, no. Yeah, and the second one's kind of messy. Spectro lens. You got more stuff going on here. Yeah, I like all this stuff. So they actually have like a little bit of the graphic. They have a little shadow here. All the coloring's great. Stone Mori, wonderful. This is really creepy. This him just there. And I feel I don't know where Jorge Jimenez lives in where? He lives in Brazil or something.
Portugal, maybe? Or
Uh
Brazil, maybe. He
yeah.
speaks Portuguese. So it's one of those
Okay.
two countries.
But it's kind of I feel like he has been to one of these like butterfly places, no? Like I mean I guess they are all the same. But this feels like the exact one that's like up in like the zoo. Like I feel like I've it's almost exactly.
Yeah.
Um my only issue here back gauntlets, right? My only issue that I also thought was false is like I don't know if he would take his mask off here either. I'm not sure if I was a little bit odd, but I guess here when he's doing this, he's looking at him. You had new now, so that's fine. Very bizarro. Um, I ate the zoo. I like that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But also the zoo was that was again that's the absolute Batman like the first storyline which I'm not sure how much he's read. I think in one of the interviews he says like I haven't. I think he said I only caught up on the chip stuff, so I'm not sure if he's read all the stuff. But
Yeah, I don't know if
anyway,
that's good or bad.
overall, give him that. So I mean, so are we to assume with this that this is the new Batcave? Is this Wayne Manor or is this just like a different thing he bought?
It's I think it's a different thing he bought.
Yeah,
Pennyworth Manor.
yeah.
I mean, Pennyworth was a billionaire, right? Didn't he leave like $1 billion to Dick Grayson when he died?
I think so. Yeah,
Because he's just Batman. Batman just paid him, paid him, and then
just in straight servitude. But yeah, I mean, so he has instead of having like he's kind of restarting a trophy room here. Sounds good. I love this Robin design. So hopefully they're just going to be able to like just flush out all the Tim Drake Robin shit over the last few years and just have this. So
just
and
fix it. Tim Drake he's one of the most popular. He's probably the second most popular Robin,
yeah, there's
or at least
there.
he was.
Yeah, he
They really
was.
they
I think
really
he
down.
is. I think nostalgia wise, I think he is. I
Oh
think
yeah,
yeah. I feel like
he's
no one. I think Jason Todd got like. I mean, I think the post Red Hood Jason Todd stuff people will have new nostalgia for, but no one's like, oh, I love that Jason Todd story. You know what I mean? Like
right.
it's cool what they did with the character, and that's what makes it kind of great. It also makes like abandoned dad Batman too, which is pretty crazy.
Also, he's the only Robin that Alan Moore wrote. Jason Todd.
He barely wrote. He didn't write him. It could have been anyone.
Clean thoughts, chum.
That's it. Does
That's
does
that's
does
it.
Batman does Robin say one more than two lines in that whole book?
Just a couple lines, yeah.
What was that? That was in Superman.
Yep.
Superman Annual.
For the man who has everything.
Yeah. No. Zero. No. Okay. Anyway, so I give this an 8. I give it an 8, 8.5 maybe for design. No back matter. This is just kind of plopped in. This is in all the books though. I think you should have had an essay. I think you should have had 2 essays. You should have had a fraction. You should have had maybe even 3. You could have had an editor in there. You could have a Jim Lee. I feel there should have been a little bit more. It's pretty big. You know, I don't think you should call out, that it's the last volume's not done. Even though I think it's kind of funny that like they didn't advertise Hattush before, but I feel like the Hattush ad showed up in a couple things, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you advertising this? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like it's over. Are they all solicited? The Hattushes? There's 3 issues of Hattush left. What's left?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. X Men Alpha of Apocalypse. Why does this logo look like this?
X-Men Alpha of Apocalypse.
No.
That's bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's really weird that there's two of these. Like, I feel
I
like
didn't I didn't go back and look at the original. I didn't go back and look at the original logo. Did it look like
uh,
this? The original X-Men Age of Apocalypse logo? Alpha?
I don't
Alphabet?
know. I don't believe the Alpha was up there. I don't think so. This was pretty impressive. I guess the only thing I don't like in this book, it's everyone's original designs basically, slightly altered. But
Right.
Cyborg is in this. I know he's not Cyborg. I know it's Forge, but like, why did you give him a Cyborg helmet?
Did
Like,
he look like that in Age of Apocalypse?
I don't know. I
I
don't
feel
think
like I could
so.
picture him looking like not. I think so. I think that's what he looked like.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't
It's been a
remember that.
while. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this did impress me. I mean, you have to do a lot of like just like here's just a lot of catch up. Be like, remember this? Remember that? Member berries. So it's all member berries for the most part. Uh, you know, and I don't know if did they ever meet at all in the old
The- I-
books?
Maybe
I don't
towards
think
the
so.
end. Gambit it was Gambit and the Externals. He had his own 4-issue series.
Where's the externals, bro? Where's the externals? And there's a reference. So I guess The Greatest Showman and Hugh Jackman is in here. Is somehow that's the only that's that joke there. Him
That joke,
morph.
and of course, they got the WB network at some point. Well, I mean, they had the old Warner Brothers cartoons. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I don't really mind. I mean, again, Morph is kind of a character that can kind of do whatever. That makes sense. He's annoying. You know what I mean? Kill him. Kill him. But yeah, Air Cyborg. This was the only thing that I didn't really like the design of this. I know they break them out and all that stuff, but give me Holocaust. Give me the crazy shit. Give me Post.
Yo, at least they stuck with his name Holocaust because
Right,
they
right, right.
changed it for the toy.
That's right. No one's reading comic books, so
That's fine.
look up in the sky. Here's Superman. Oh,
So,
it's
so
X-Man.
are they in? They're in our universe, right? The Marvel 616.
I think this is no. I think that the actual stories, the Jed McKay stuff, is actually going to happen. Here, I think this is just in the old shit. There's two identical storylines going on. It's the fucking dumbest shit. Tom Brevoort sucks. It's really dumb. Like this was like they were going to do this apocalypse thing. They kind of asked Loeb on a whim. He said yeah, and he's like, I really like to work with Simone. Somehow Simone DeMeo was in the mix, and
Right.
then now it's its own like separate series. It's everything that it should be. That's it. The only thing that let me see if I can grab it real fast because I have it here. I never read. Let me see if I can. I got the whole thing yesterday because I never read it. Where is it? I got I got it because all the covers were there. Uh, I got this one. I got the Sandoval one. I got them
Okay.
because all the covers were there. I never read this. It's 3 issues of Sandoval and I think 2 issues of Aben Coelho doing a Sandoval impression. So I don't know if this is continuity or not. Look at how big.
I don't know. I don't know if anything's continuity, and I know Jeff Loeb doesn't really bother himself with
Oh,
such
this was Secret
mundane.
Wars. That's right. This was
But yeah,
technically Secret Wars.
but they've done a lot of Age of Apocalypse stuff since Age of Apocalypse. They
Yeah.
did two follow-ups. One was written by Brian K. Vaughan. Various miniseries. Half the characters went into the exiles.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'm just thinking this is an alternate universe that Age of Apocalypse. I don't know. I guess every universe, Age of
Kept going.
Apocalypse. Yeah.
Keep it
So,
going.
but like X-Man, I don't know where X-Man's status is right this second because he didn't do like Age of X-Man where it was like again it was an alternate
Yeah.
reality thing
It
where
was X-Man as Jesus,
right.
basically. Jesus
But he
X-Man.
I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. You can't. What's continuity?
Still pretty fun. Still pretty fun.
I enjoyed it a lot,
I saw
and
this
it was
really weird clip. This is definitely going to be in the mix. This is some Indian movie where this lady has like piss powers and just pees on people, and then they like
hmm,
it's like acid.
you watch weird stuff, Mark.
I love it. It's called Ratu Sakti Kalan Orang. Shocker, it's on YouTube. You can
You know
watch the
what?
whole movie.
I've only seen the sequel. I never saw the first one.
Yeah, there you go. Transformers. Now, what do I hate about this cover? What do I hate? I hate it. I talk about it all the time.
Is there a rebarb I'm not seeing?
Nope. Skybound just doesn't know what colors should
I
really
know.
show up.
You
Maybe in
can't see
print,
the
you can't
numbers.
see it at fucking all. Like at fucking all, man. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The hell is that? That's so bad. Even this. No. White on yellow, like yellow on white. No, thanks. God fucking damn it. Um, Now in Newsday, I kind of complained about this book because I feel like the storyline's not totally done. I feel like it's not done, and a lot of it's going into 25. It is falling into 25. Some plot points are falling into 25. I know you're going to defend
Yes.
this to the hilt. This is your gig. You defended the hilt no matter what, and I like all this. Sounds great. There should have been a page in between the two, or there should have been a clickety crackety thing. I feel like we've been spoiled for most of it. So if you're going to end the storyline, we need a half transformed Optimus there. You know?
Yes, I agree. Always. I'm always about watching them transform in the comics. So click clack
Key.
were.
Yeah, and
I guess
that's been kind of consistent in the whole book. So it was kind of weird, like it skipped it. I feel like was like a double size, but was this double size? It didn't feel double sized. You know?
Yeah,
It
I don't
shouldn't.
recall.
I don't
Should have
feel
been.
like it was. So, and I just felt like too much of it, even color wise and reference wise, was Optimus versus Megatron in the movie. You know what I mean? They even have some of the same lines. Um, I don't know if I were just people around. This was very Superman 2. No, don't do it. The people. This was very Superman 2. But like these people were just like hanging out. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. If I see two 30-foot tall robots fighting,
I think I'm
it's
out.
like as much as I want to see it.
I
Like,
think I'm
let
running.
me see it from a safe distance. From a
You
safe
know,
distance.
I didn't watch that War of the Worlds movie, but I feel like that was the I keep seeing clips of the Ice Cube one. And I feel like every time he tries to call his kids, he's like, "Why are you outside?" And they're like running. They're like, "Just stay inside." Like, it doesn't make any sense. That was a very COVID movie. It was all just people filming shit in their own room. Literally, it was like a Zoom movie. Apparently, really bad. Looks really bad.
Azumi.
Zoom really bad. Because he says, where does he say? Does he say it here? Yeah, we finished this. Da, 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 da. He says that, and I guess I'm over. I feel like it's the impale is pretty much. We've had the entire storyline where he's almost dead, so you're going to almost kill him again. You know, because where does he say? Let me see here. I don't know. Again, I'm not super slamming on this. I just feel like like get out of there. Guys are just hanging out. Get out of there. And it is humans. They're just like it's too much. Now, am I supposed to know?
Yes.
Am I supposed to know what this is?
Yep.
I know it's Omega Supreme, sure, but like,
No, what you don't, and you know what? Milligan forgot it too. So I will remind both of you.
yes,
In
please.
one of the other issues, one of the Josh Howard issues, there's a story about Starscream on Cybertron before he joins the Decepticons.
Mhm.
And he's hanging out with his friend. His friend gets killed, and that's why he joins the Decepticons. But he's Starscream saying, I wish I was someone special. And they were waiting, and there's this event where the Omega Supremes fly overhead, the Titans. And he goes, maybe if I call out to him, he'll see me or I'll wave to him. And in the comic, Omega Supreme waves at him, and Starscream's filled with like, oh my god, like he waved, he saw me. This giant
Oh, I
guy
do
saw
remember.
me.
Yeah, I forgot that completely.
I know. So
We're
did
old.
Milligan. I know. So it happens again, and Starscream remembers what it was like. He goes, I'm not this guy. And he says, and he actually, what's amazing is when you hold Starscream, Star when you're holding him as a gun, which is a great idea, I guess, that Daniel Warren Johnson thought up.
Yeah,
So there's Starscream saying, my name is Ulktar.
yeah.
I don't know what
You
that name is.
glitched like right when you were saying something, but like where he who turns in? So you're saying that he has to hold
Yeah, when
Megatron.
you hold Megatron as a gun,
Mhm.
Megatron controls you.
Oh, I don't know if I got that either. Oh, I see.
They establish it. I think one of the most important issues where Megatron gets the gun form is when he gets he goes to the Quintessons, and that's the issue drawn by Ludo Lullaby.
Hmm.
So it's
Right.
like the issue that's like kind of unclear what happens in some of it. I like his art, but like we discussed that episode, we didn't like him on Transformers.
Yeah, storytelling wise, I think he's good, but it's not. It's we didn't like a lot of the Transformers like drawings. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like I need like a reread on this. I mean, again, I've never reread any of this. This was always just like
it's
good as is
it's
as it came out.
probably a really
Probably
fun
good. Yeah.
read that you can do rather quickly. The only important thing is remember to read the free comic book day stuff
Right.
because
Right.
important stuff happens in the free comic book days.
Right. Right.
So
Omega Supreme.
Mega Supreme, awesome.
Did you have Omega
And
Supreme? I had him.
no, I didn't. Too poor. Too poor. So Starscream shoots himself in the face rather than kill kids.
Boom.
I know.
Ki-
It's awesome.
Wow. Kika. You know.
That's Megatron transforming.
So yeah, I mean, listen, if you're Danny Warren Johnson and you create a van, you create like a metal van, you're gonna
Right.
have the metal van guy show up. You know? Yes, thank you. So
And he's fully powered. He's fully full of energon, which really makes a huge difference. When you see Prime fully charged, like nobody can beat him.
right. I thought you were made of sterner stuff.
That's
It's
right.
the same exact line.
It's thank God.
I
Give me those
guess.
lines.
I feel like
What do
you
you
need
mean?
to alter the line just slightly.
The
Like, I
whole
knew
book
he
is
was gonna
different
say
lines. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna have an impact, like I feel like you can kind of do because this is similar, even very similar with the action of him, the way that um the way he falls, the way the Megatron falls, and then like boom,
Yes.
boom, boom. So I,
Yeah.
look, I know what it. I am. I get it. I get all that. I do like this quite a bit. Of course, I knew this was basically going to be coming around, with this. However, like he's not there though, right? Like that's just kind of like Ghost Dad. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't come
Ghost Dad.
out. Ghost Dad.
Really good at Bill Cosby movie.
No, no.
No, I shake my head no.
Still mighty. So. Here's the covers. I would have again. I feel like ever since Corona's been on, I feel like his cover should have been the A cover. I understand Danny Warren Johnson's the writer, but like the transition was pretty intense. That when they first switched over, like we didn't have an issue with it relatively quickly. Like with either the
Like
same issue or two issues, we're like,
for
okay,
me, for me, it was definitely the same issue. I'm like, I am perfectly fine with this guy.
yeah, I've liked this guy a long time. There's been a couple of series that have not been very good that I've just kind of
No,
slogged through.
I'm I'm not happy with David Nakayama, DNA. I'm not happy with him. I think he's the main
He's
cover
the A.
artist.
Yeah.
I know going forward, and I'm like, why? You have Dan Mora.
Dan
You
Moore's going to
know,
be a B. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's not. Yeah, that is not necessary. Jeff Spokes. Hey, can you give Jeff Spokes some more jobs? Jeff Spokes of the Red Hood, of the canceled Red Hood series. Way to go! Which is you can tell he put a lot of design work into it, a lot of good work into it. Can he just go over to Skybound? I don't really know.
maybe.
The Pi
I,
Par is okay, and then the connecting Daniel Warren Johnson, which I don't know what the rest is. That a connecting? Or just a. I guess there is a connecting one, maybe.
is it? I don't know. It's good.
He's got the
It's
jump.
cool.
He's got the movie jump.
Movie jump, dude.
Movie jump. Yeah, I give this a 6. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate everything now.
A
Sixes.
6 out of what?
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
6.5. It's probably a bit better. I just
It's
feel like it should have been a little bit. It should have been breathed a little bit more. Probably a lot of it's me. You know what I mean? Like it's the. Again, I don't know if he's never written 24 issues of anything. He's written 6 issues or 5-ish, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. What was Powerbomb? 8, and then the Moon is Following Us is 9.
I don't
Murder
know
Falcon
what
6.
else. I don't know what else I would have wanted out of this because it's just going to continue next issue, and Kirkman's taking over the story. So you couldn't really like finally end it, but it was. I think it's ended exactly where it needs to end it, which is Prime beating Megatron in the battle, but not the war.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's a good ending for Starscream. That was a good callback to that issue that everyone else seems to have totally forgotten.
yeah, yep.
So
All right, this is
I'm
my
not going to
jam.
give it. I'm not going to give it a number rating, but I rate it higher than you.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, well here we go. So I found this. So I dug around a little bit on this because I feel like I did see this before the Sailor Steve Costigan. I dug around a little bit for it. Apparently, this was a commission a couple years ago for either they were going to do a collection or something like that. This was made for the Robert E. Howard like estate or something like that. He did two sketches. The other Conan sketch showed up at Conan #1, but Mignola, this is not a new Mignola work. I would like to know a little bit more about that, but I could not find it. But yeah, this was done as a cover for Robert E. Howard People, supposed to be a cover, but so far unpublished because uh, this Facebook post, which I took this from, was old. It's like a year ago. So I'm happy that showed up. I mean, again, what was really kind of crazy about even finding this, and I'm starting to pre-order stuff now, so I'll be going to my new LCS, the NJ Comic Stop in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Plug. But I do find it really horrible that no stores ordered any of this. Either they don't carry Savage Sword of Conan. I think House of Fun stopped carrying it. I called them, asked them, I'm like, "Hey, you got the new Savage?" "Oh, we don't carry it anymore." I'm like, "Okay, so they're not carrying it at all." I called Ron's probably 2 days too late. He might carry two for the shelf. Gone. I called on like I think Thursday night. Gone. Only the B cover. B cover's not as good. But I really needed the Savage Sword of Conan. I need the Sailor Steve cover. So Mike Mignola cover. I went to Main Street in Milltown, New Jersey, called ahead, says he has it. I didn't ask him which one he had. I asked him if he had the Mignola cover. He tried to give me the black and white. No. And then he took it out of someone's bin, which I don't like either. Not on
Uh,
zero on shelf. And he kind of shuffled around as if he tried to tell me the B cover again. No. Black and white cover. No. Again, pound for pound, $6.99. Best thing you can have. I sent this to you. I know you. This is completely by itself. Here says Gerardo Zaffino, just a wonderful pinup. But this is the team. This is the team that kind of kicked off the new Conan the Barbarian. From uh, the new Titan run. I
mhm.
don't. Rob Delator is insane. Roberto Delator is completely insane. This is just such a like an amazing combination of stuff with I think all the inking, the brushwork, like just you can just kind of see, and I just love the way that all of it looks. I like the way that the dog is working. Uh, I just think that, and I just everyone looks very specific. Look how good that dog looks. I mean, you're getting Buscema, you're getting Kubert, it's crazy. Just all of this is I think is just like a billion. It's just a billion dollars. There's a Dame, and he's getting hired. And again, this all look at how just cartoony and everyone looks just super,
No,
super
the
different.
gangsters are awesome looking.
Yeah, this is the best thing you can get. Look at that dog, just even just with slight, like look at that. Like, oh my God. Yeah, all this is just completely insane. That being said, I think it's Cull continuity. That serpent ring, I believe, is from Cull of Atlantis. Like, so that's what they're doing essentially. And it's kind of like inconsequential to the story a little bit. But he eats the two's finger, swallows the ring. The girl's like, "Well, let's just cut it out of the dog's stomach. What do you think's going to happen there?" No way. So they get out of there. He takes off with the girl, gets the dog on there, and the dog just throws it up. Barf,
Right into the water, and you don't get it
barf.
back.
Nah, we'll have an issue of somebody finding it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool.
It'll wash ashore eventually, and.
Yeah. Now the tough part with this was I could not. I tried to find Sarah Steve Costigan stories, and there aren't any. There really aren't any. There's like two. There's one in Savage Sword, which it doesn't have this. It seems like it's a different person. They just call him Steve Costigan, but that's not the case. But what the funny thing is that there's an issue of Savage Sword. I remember seeing this. There's a Savage Sword of Conan 61. I pulled it to put on the Instagram. Okay. There's the Barbarians. There's a Robert E. Howard portfolio by Gene Day, and this is from what year is this? Riveting, 1981. It's 1981. The Gene Day. So you got a King Cole, and I'll have to put a screenshot up. Yeah, but Thulsa Doom. But then, because I do remember this. So this, it says on the back, it's like a wanted poster behind them, and it said Dennis Dorgan, one of Howard's fighting pulp mag heroes from the 30s, and friend. I'm like, that's Mike. What are you talking about? Like, I mean, it's just really weird that the stories I've known from this Like it has the stripes. It's a Popeye character, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, but like even Gene Day was given the assignment, and they're like he probably never read any of the stories or whatever. He's like, here, he's a boxer. He's got a striped shirt on. He's a sailor, and he's got a dog. He's got a bulldog. That's it. So I just think it's funny that they have this wrong in this. And then if you look this up, if you look up like Savage, Steve Costigan, Sailor Steve Costigan, this shows up on Comics Vine as like a picture, and they just cut out the back so you can't see that it's like Dennis Dorgan. So, but that was it for me. That's it for me. Let me pull up something real fast here. All right, Rob. Very proud of Rob right now. I told him I'm getting my workload at work's getting a little busier, and I said, "Hey, man, I know you want to do this, so can you grab the screenshots?" And you did it, buddy. I'm very proud of you. You put it in a
Yeah,
drive and all that stuff that's in order. You know what I mean? Feel my
I
pain
can, I can
sometimes.
be, I can be tech savvy. Feel the pain of being the Incredible Hulk. Do you remember that quote?
No.
You won't because it's very specific to me. The first Peter David Hulk I read was where he fights the Absorbing Man, and they're fighting. It's when Hulk's Joe Fixit.
Mm.
Who's in Las Vegas. Jeff Purves drew the issue, and the Absorbing Man has the brilliant idea to. They're fighting in the day, and if you remember back then, Incredible Hulk couldn't go out during the day. It was very painful to him.
Oh yeah.
So they're fighting, and Absorbing Man absorbs Hulk's skin, but Absorbing Man is just wearing pants, like he's not wearing a shirt. So he becomes Gray Hulk like, but it's so painful for him. And the Hulk's like, and now you know the pain of being the Incredible Hulk. I'm like, great line.
Does the Incredible Hulk? Does Hulk refer to himself? He refers to himself as the Incredible Hulk.
I haven't read it in 30 years, so maybe he
Yeah.
just says the pain of the Hulk. But in my mind,
I'm gonna
is the
put it in
Incredible
there.
Hulk.
I'm gonna find it. I gotta find it.
Okay,
Jeff Purves.
Jeff Purves, dude, he was a good Hulk artist.
Yeah, he
Very
was.
strange idea to follow up McFarlane. Like that's a very like they wanted Larson to follow up McFarlane,
Yeah.
and they wanted Liefeld to follow up McFarlane. Is that interesting? So Larson tried, but he's like, yeah, it's not for me. I'm not. I don't think he really wanted to work with Peter David. That's not the Hulk he wanted to do. And
Mm.
honestly, works out better for Larson because he ends up doing Marvel Comic Presents, inked by Austin, and then he
Oh yeah.
gets the job on Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Terry Austin, I think, liked inking Larson. I guess he's a fun dude to pencil, to
I,
ink over his pencils.
I think yeah, well I feel like the Larson pencils are probably pretty clean. You know what I mean? I feel like he's that's probably open. Who's your favorite like Larson inker when he's not inking himself? Randy Emberlin?
Probably.
Yeah. Do you think
Although,
do you know what annoyed me about Larson though?
what?
When
What?
it became biweekly and he's just like he doesn't have powers, therefore I don't have to draw any muscles. So it's just black. And then black on newsprint just looks like shit.
It does. It does.
It looks
Um,
wrong,
but when he gets his powers back, think how awesome that looked.
I guess.
He's like, I'm back, and he's swinging at you like almost crotch forward, like I'm back, baby.
I'm back because you can
And
see that I
you can
now
see the
have
blue.
slight blue
Yeah.
musculature. Without that,
Yes.
my musculature is just fucking gone.
Just plain old Peter Parker.
It's electric musculature. Anyway,
Bookworm Peter Parker. But we're not talking about Peter Parker. We're talking about Big Bang, baby.
and you have this, you got this through Indie Planets.
Indie Planet, which is the digital side of Kablam Publishing. Gary Carlson, famous for Megaton Comics, famous for Big Bang. He's still doing Big Bang on his own. I mean, he's got his crew. He's got Chris Ecker and a slew of artists doing stuff. Um, so he did a Big Bang. He did an issue mostly about Ultraman. And this cover is fantastic
Well,
because it homage. Was
yeah,
that?
go ahead. I was just gonna say, yeah, it's the DC Archives cover, basically.
Which, if you go to the next page, for comparison's sake,
Oh,
there it is. Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Archives Volume 2.
oh, I see.
So, so smart move. Smart. It's a cool look.
Could have made him fatter. You got to make him fat. You got to do Kurt Swan fat.
That's true.
Still really good though. Still really good. I'll take it.
Very good.
Ron
So
C. Williams.
Ron C. Williams draws the first story. I put this up so I could kind of remember. Joe and Rob Sharp. There, and then so there's two stories. Ultraman versus the Power of Carbonite. That's more of a modern story. And the secondary story is Ultraman of the Atom, which is a very good homage, which we'll talk about after the story's over.
Homage.
So I just wanted to show a couple pages. I don't want to show too much because I want people to go buy this. And you can buy this digitally at Indie Planet for like $1. But if you want to buy the comic, I don't know if it's like $4 or $5. I don't know what it costs to get a comic printed and then shipped to you.
Right. Right.
But there's a lot of people on Indie Planet with a lot of really interesting books, a lot of garbage, but a lot of people just trying to do something. I give people credit for putting this stuff together. So Indie Planet
Uh,
Kablam is a good place to take your comics. If you have comics and you want to get it distributed, and you're only going to sell 50, 100, it's a good place to go.
yeah, I love the coloring on this. I love the coloring on this. I like the lettering on it. I feel like it's design. The design's really, really good. And it's very, very throwback. So this is now the second, the Ultiman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the Silver Age story.
yeah.
Uh, and the Sharp brothers, they're pretty competent artists. I've known them a little bit over the years. They did a lot of fan stuff. Um, I guess they work in design, so they can't commit themselves to comics full time. So they only really do the first chapter of this.
Mhm.
Um, what I like about this story is it's only like maybe 15 pages total, but they do it in 3 chapters, just like a Silver Age Superman comic would be. And the idea of the story is Ultraman gets his powers from this meteorite. So they're doing experiments on a meteorite, and somehow, like I think they're trying to use it for like an atom bomb type of situation. They want to weaponize it. So he's like, no, we got to look into it. And he ends up getting sucked into the meteorite. And in this meteorite is like a whole civilization. It's a culture. They accept him. Everyone has superpowers there. He's actually the weakest person on the planet at first until his body
Mhm.
acclimates. And then he falls in love, which is like really cool for Ultraman because he's afraid of his radiation would infect people in our world. Second chapter comes up. You can tell it's not the Sharp brothers anymore. Still competent, still Silver Agey enough. You can't complain. But again, like you said, the colors are good, the
Yeah,
art's
I do like
adequate.
that. Yeah, I think the layouts. I think that's really fun.
So going back a page, the story ends tragically. They end up destroying the meteorite. So this whole civilization is lost. Tragic. Now, what this story represents to me is it's an homage to Return to Krypton. The next page you'll see this is a Silver Age story. Superman Return to Krypton. It's tragic. He meets his parents. He actually stays there for a little length of time, falls in love with a woman named Lila Laurel, which is where I named my daughter after that character, Lila. In fact, I own the book
Oh
myself.
my God.
I know.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
I guess it's not spoiler.
Not a spoiler.
Ow, bucket
Ah,
beans. No.
yeah, you got to own a book. You're going to name your daughter after it. Interesting thing about this book, I don't think it's credited, but it's written by Jerry Siegel, which means the
Oh,
creator of Superman helped name my daughter.
that makes sense.
Because Jerry
That's
Siegel,
fun.
after all the lawsuits at DC, he still kind of needed money, and he went back hat in hand to DC, and they hired him to be a writer through the '60s. So he wrote a lot of really important '60s Superman stories. The death of Superman, Superman Red, Superman Blue. Like he was the.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's funny. He's the best Superman writer of all time. The creator of Superman is the best Superman
right.
writer.
Well, it's funny that like back then the people came back to their creations in a way, right? Like Kirby came back to Cap like way later. You know what I mean? Like 30
Right.
years later almost. So it's yeah, it's but it's really sad when I think about him coming back and just working as like a work for hire though.
It is
You
very
know?
sad.
It's so sad. That's so that's so bad. And that the way that the crediting system even worked is it doesn't have credits. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, like we know from different things that have alter ego and like kind of people know or Grand Comics database, but there's no credits and be like, written by like when Stan Lee would come back, they'd be like written by, like it would be a big deal. Like he would
Mm-hmm.
do a story in an anniversary issue. He would do a Spider-Man story with John Romita Sr. in the back of
Right. Right.
whatever, but like if this is happening and he comes back and it's like it's nothing. It's moving zero needle. Uh,
Pulse show for a second. I gotta make a phone call, or I gotta answer.
gotta there you go. This is yours. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't we finish talking about this?
I don't know. I don't think we did. Well, I guess we
Okay.
did now.
I guess we did.
I think you were talking about this now because I think we didn't talk about this
Oh yeah, the
cover.
last 2 pinups. Yeah, we did there's like 5 or 6 pinups in this book, so I just put up 2, just kind of give you the feel.
And
I'm such a huge Superman fan, and such a huge fan of Superman archetypes. And when he does Ultraman, in Big Bang. It just gives me the closest thing to like Soul Ray Superman, to like Alan Moore Supreme. He's very creative, does a lot of neat parallels. It's not quite the smartness or the cleverness of what an Alan Moore gives, but it's pretty good regardless.
Pretty good. I like this cover a lot. This cover's awesome.
Yeah, world's best friends. Hilarious.
With Night Watchman, right?
Like Watchmen.
Yeah. Ben Torres. That's a fun series. I think I have two. There's two different Night Watchman series. Is that correct?
Here's what it is. Two issues came out through Caliber Press. And then when they left Caliber Press, because Caliber Press wanted to own half of it, and they're like, no.
Nope.
They left and then reprinted those first two issues and then finished the story through Image.
Okay.
So
because I think DeLuca got some. I think he got the Caliber ones, and I was all mad. He had like a haul video. I'm like, you fucker, like you know what I mean? I was.
Oh yeah, because I think they're different covers.
I think they are. God damn it! All right, I should trade. He should come over. We should trade some shit. He doesn't deserve it. Mine. I think he has Chrome. I think I'm missing an issue of Chrome. And one time we were out, and he got like a set. I'm like, fuck. I can't be like, can I have your Chrome number 3? What am I gonna? No. Like I would say no to that too. Anyway, we've been talking about this project a couple times in the news. Morphodroids. This is a Kickstarter active now, or it's done?
The Kickstarter is active right now.
Okay.
Morphodroids, because we had talked about it. The creator of this series reached out and says, "Hey, here's a preview book." So he gave me a preview book of this issue. It's low res, but it's good enough to read it, and I enjoyed it that I still backed the Kickstarter.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this is the ad. This is the ad that was in the majority. We've talked about this ad a ton.
Yes,
because we're all like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? When we were kids, because I had never seen these. I've never seen these in person.
Same. I'd never seen them in person. But this guy, Keith Finch, is the guy heading it all up, or at least I think that's the guy I've been talking to. I don't know if he was a hardcore fan from the 80s or I think he was reading stuff during the pandemic and he just kept coming across that ad and it intrigued him. So him putting together this book, and we should just reach out to him. We should just talk to him so he can kind of break it down for us. Like I think he's very approachable. He's really put a lot of work into this book. Did you read the whole thing?
No, I looked through a handful of it. Okay. The thing that I liked the most, I think, with it is I read this first like short story. It seems like there's lots of like little mini stories in between, but the in between I really like because it has, it has these. First off, it has like Marvel Universe type of shit, like so that is I love that. We all know I love that.
That's winning for you.
And what's cool about it too is that they have the forensic sketch artists, and it's all people that are in the industry a little bit. You know what I mean? Like where we know their art. Because the guy, how did you work on this by?
Milo Trent was my contact through this. He's a guy I'm friendly with online. Been friendly with him for years, and he did a pinup for this book, and I'm like, "How Morphodroids? Okay, I'm in. I'm in for the whole ride."
Right. So, but you have to kind of go through it with you have to have like the surrogate kids, basically, right? And you have to have the
perfect really 80s. Fun. I think even though it's modern day, he's evoking that 80s feel. The explorers, you know what I mean? Like the Goonies. These are the kids, ragtag bunch of kids, all different ages. That's smart. That's how you do this. They're all riffraff. It's just funny. So they find the car in the woods. That's how you do the story. Like everything is like exactly what I would do if I were to try to approach a property that nobody's heard of.
Right. Because there's no cartoon or anything for this, right? This was just
no cartoon. I think he said there was a commercial, but I didn't go look it up yet.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The car looks really cool. The robot mode, the Morphodroids ad has all these stickers and stuff, and he looks much cooler in the ad.
Yeah.
So it's very plain in robot mode, but it's still cool. So this guy, look at the amount of work he put into this. The fake newspaper ads. He basically got anything he could to make. And the book is like 100 pages, by the way. It's 100 pages. I think it's $5 or $8. I think it's $8 digital, maybe, and like $25 for the book and digital. This police truck looks cool as hell.
Is it like? I guess that's what I'm confused. It's like this thing helps transform it, or it moves, or it walks, or you know what I mean?
It definitely drives like a remote control car. And
he's kind of
I'm not positive it can walk. I feel like it can walk. It definitely stands up and transforms. That was the key thing.
Ah, shit.
But like in the book. Like this book's really good. It's got these really good pictures of the toys. The story's good. They're aliens from another world. I think they can download their consciousness into anything.
Yeah, I like these. Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying. This is crazy. They have like a
this is an interview
dossier.
dossier, but it's like it's really an interview with a person who kind of brought these toys to America. I think they were doing like dolls or something, and they're like, "We got this," and this is the Milo Trent uh, pinup that I saw. So, but
Yeah,
it's
I think
cool
we
because he's
showed this on the
like,
show.
this is yeah, we showed on show. This is Milo Trent. You know, they kind of make it like it's all part of the story. Like even though it's the comic artist, they make him part of the world that he's creating. So I backed it. I hope a lot of people back it. I think he's three-quarters of the way to like his minimum amount that he needs. I
Yeah,
think it's cool. I think this is a really hardcore endeavor this guy did.
yeah. I think anytime. I mean, again, I think a lot of we need to do like an ad show where the bonk and what was the bonk one?
Oh, Buck, the video game for TurboGrafx 16 that ran in the middle of Spider-Man #1.
Yeah, just like there's a bunch of like ads. Some ads that were good. There's like a Fabio, it's a Gauntlet ad that was pretty fun. Like it's just like
Yes,
Conan. You know what I mean?
there
Like
was
so.
a Splatterhouse ad.
Ugh.
So that's what made this guy do this. Oh my
Yeah.
god, can you imagine? I wanted a Bonk comic, even though I didn't have TurboGrafx 16. Like
Yeah,
I
it
would
looked
read a
fun.
Bonk comic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's funny the inserts. What last week when I had my one haul video, it had that like middle insert. I just ripped it out of the comic. I'm like, I don't want this in there. You know, I just ripped it
Oh
out.
yeah, it doesn't.
So no good, no good. Yeah, if you can rip them all out, but yeah, so definitely we'll put a link in the description for this Kickstarter. But that's it for the reviews day.
Morphodroids.
Ode a week. You know, anything you want us to read and check out. We're cutting a little back a little bit on the reviews only because of work schedules, and we feel like we're just talking about the same books over and over again. Hey, we like this. You like it? I like it too.
Yeah.
You know, so we're trying to get a little bit more specific on that and work on some other projects. You know, an unfinished project type of short show. You know, want to do a couple of other things. My haul videos, I like doing them. I don't know if anyone likes watching them. You know, but everyone like, comment, subscribe, comment. Any questions? You know, just ask us
Ideas,
questions. Yeah,
you know,
we are down
review
for it.
reviews it up.